Olá! Ready for a new lesson to learn Portuguese from Portugal. So if you're a foodie, if you love food, this lesson is for you. And we're going to talk, yes, about fish and meat, but if you're still vegetarian, stick around, don't tune off, because we're also going to talk about vegetables. So if you're coming here to Portugal, most probably have seen several restaurants a dish called Bitoque. And this is probably the most popular, but don't try to ask this on fancy restaurants. And this is mostly made of meat, egg, French fries, and rice, and some salad, usually with lettuce and tomato. So I'm going to teach you from starting how to pronounce this dish. It's called Bitoque, Bitoque, Bitoque. So as I said, you will see it in many restaurants. If you don't know what to eat, and if you like meat, so just give it a try. It's usually a lot of food, and you won't have to choose anything else, right? But of course, if you're going to a more fancy restaurant, just don't try to order it, because it's not so common and people might not like it so much. So the first thing, how do we say meal or food in Portuguese? How do we say food in Portuguese? It says comida, comida, comida. Just watch out for that word, because it has a different meaning and a different context, right? Yeah, Portuguese is a very tricky language. So let's start with the most basic things, which of course we started out with meat, and then fish, eggs, vegetables. Those are the foundation, right? So for meat is carne, carne, carne. For fish is peixe, peixe, peixe. Eggs is ovos, ovos, ovos. For vegetables is vegetais, vegetais, vegetais. Right, we have a lot of different fish. I could take the whole day just talk about fish or meat that we use in Portugal, but probably you all know, if you are coming here, Portuguese are very famous for eating cod. Yeah, and it's very famous. A lot of people, foreigners, think we eat cod all the time, but we don't. And we mostly people just eat on Christmas, but you can also eat all year round. I used to eat it when I was a kid. Actually, I know I love it. We have so many different types of meals we using codfish. And actually says, like, we can cook cod in 1,000 different ways. So you might actually, if you're coming here to Portugal, give it a try. And it's hard to say which recipe is the best one, because there are so many different. So the word for cod is bacalhau, bacalhau, bacalhau. And yeah, we eat that on Christmas, and it's really delicious. It's really good. So you should give it a try. We don't really have a staple here in Portugal, but yeah, most people still eat a lot of potatoes, although things are changing. And so the word for potato is batata, batata, batata. And the word for rice is arroz, arroz, arroz. Now let's see the most common meat you eat on a restaurant, which is chicken, beef, or pork. Galinha, galinha, galinha. This is for chicken. For beef is beef. Yeah, it's too easy, right? Beef, beef. We just write it down a different way, all right? And then for pork is porco, 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 which is the same thing as pig. We don't have a different word. And just for you to know, many times we used to have like a British on the south long time ago, and they tend to get very red, so we call it the beef, because they're always red. So it's kind of a word we use for foreigners in those days. Today, if you come here to Portugal, you can hear the word very common. It's called come on. And yeah, come on is just a word because we call foreigners. It's a very dear word. So if you hear someone call you that, don't take it serious. It's kind of fun. Yeah, and it's just much easier than to call it tourists. All right. So if you're a vegetarian, as I promise you, there's a lot of vegetables here in Portugal, like a tremendous variety. You can just spend here the whole day just talking about vegetables. So I'm just going to give you some few hints. So if you're vegetarian, it's pretty easy. You just say, in case if you're a guy, you say, sou vegetariano, sou vegetariano, sou vegetariano. And if it's a girl, you have to say like, sou vegetariana, sou vegetariana, sou vegetariana. And okay, well, let's just cover a couple of vegetables, which is the first would be carrots, and carrots is in Portuguese cenouras, 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 cenouras. This is a plural. And if you have beans, we call it feijões. 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 For a salad, usually we put lettuce, which is alface. 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 For tomato is tomate. 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 For onion is cebola. 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 For garlic is alho. 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 So that's it for today. Because otherwise I'm going to spend here the whole day just talking about food. The next class, because next lesson, because I've been talking so much now about food, we're going back to the basics. We're going to talk about pronouns and some basic verbs, so we can cover more areas. And later on, I will do more lessons about food. Otherwise, everything is about food, 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 food. So don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. So that's it. So bye bye and adeus. Adeus.